Greetings, Fighting Gentleman here, once again. So, apparently, when it comes to the things that gaming companies have done and, the feedback from the fan base and consumers that occurs, you get one of two responses. There's the usual response, and then there's the responsible response. The responsible response is admitting that, yeah, while the customer may not always be right, they have a point. And the typical response is, well, fucking excuses. And that's pretty much what we've been getting from quite a few companies, mainly Capcom, to say the very least. What I mean by this is, all the public statements that Capcom has made to explain why they made certain decisions, why they lied about certain decisions. What was the first fucking thing they lied about? Super Street Fighter 4 is not getting a sequel. It's no more iterations being made. Anybody in their right fucking mind knows that they were lying then, because it's almost a tradition for them to make 3 iterations of every Street Fighter game, no matter how good or bad it is. Even Street Fighter EX got 3 games if you exclude all the various changes they made in the arcade versions of each title, and they wouldn't have any balance patches for Arcade Edition. And they even admitted that they purposely made the game imbalanced. Marvel, they said they wouldn't get a sequel of it. NBC3, they said they wouldn't get a sequel of it. And then Cross Tekken comes out. It's a fucking disaster. The first thing that people rejected was the gem system. What were you expecting, Capcom? That people were gonna like this? When the gem system was first unveiled, the entire fucking room of people. Here, just watch this fucking footage right over here. Watch this footage and watch how people react to the gem being input in Cross Tekken.
アタックのチューニングをしたいとか、スピードアップのチューニングをしたいとか、ディフェンスのチューニングをしたいとかっていうそういうことによって、同じ竜と竜でも全く違う竜のスタイルっていうのが今回のゲームシステムで可能になります。
So by using this gem system, you can actually adjust the parameters of your individual character, whether it comes to attack power, defense power, speed, this sort of thing. So that way, you or your Chun-Li can be very different from the ones that I use.
で、自分自身のスタイルっていうのを作り出すことができます。
So basically, you can strategize ahead of playing the actual game in order to determine what you think would be most beneficial and suit your play style the best.
Specifically ask someone.
大体ですね、格闘ゲームで難しいっていう部分っていうのはディフェンスっていうところが非常に大変だと思います。
One thing that you need to take is difficult for people.
Don't worry, autoblock is way better than it sounds.
Pretty damn bad, huh? So, since people were pissed then, you put it in anyway. Even when I saw it, I was like, well, the gems maybe could be good if they were, balanced and fair. Maybe, not broken to shit. Let's see, what else? It's a broken pile of shit, it doesn't work, and this isn't the system's faults this time either, Mr. Developers. This game was a fucking disaster. You got bugs and glitches, and it's being patched from day one, balance issues. And then not only that, talk about being nickeled and dimed to death with all the DLC that this game contained. What they had 12 characters, which in essence all equal $20. Aside from the collector's edition versions that was available on Capcom's website, the amazingly high amount of shipping and handling you have to pay for fucking Digital River services, which fucking sucks, by the way. But regardless whether you bought it from Amazon or in the store, fucking DLC characters, that's $20 aside from the gem packs, which I don't know how many they are, but I think they're like $2 or $3 a piece. And I know there was more than 6 of them, plus the character swap costumes, which were all like $1 a piece, and we're talking about like 30 fucking characters. So in the end, I'm spending about over $100 to get the full experience on one fucking game. And then the other games I named earlier had excessive amounts of DLC. But this isn't about the DLC here. It amounts to what can be done a certain way and what can't be done, according to either limitations or, bullshit excuses. I mean, recently, Namco has really come with it in terms of what they plan to deliver to its consumers in their next upcoming game, Tekken Tag Tournament 2, which I've looked forward to since it was revealed. And, I thought it was just going to be like, okay, well, this is just a celebratory game. They're just going to throw in characters as they were from the previous forms of Tekken. But no, they're getting everyone. And not only everyone, they're fleshing them all out. They're giving them new moves. They're rebalancing them. The characters from Tekken 6 don't even play the same. It's not even the same game engine. The net code is supposed to be like above and beyond anyone's expectations. Supposed to be based upon Soul Calibur 5's net code, which I've heard is really good. Well, what else can we expect from Tekken Tag Tournament 2 from the arcade cabinet to the consoles? How about 12 console characters? Now, unlike Cross Tekken, Capcom's one of their money-grubbing schemes, unlike that piece of shit, this game has 12 characters that are free. Now, yeah, there's a pre-order bonus to be played for you to play them early, but these characters will still be free. And even without those characters, the other characters are it's like over 40 characters, 40 playable characters, and some of these characters were bosses. Man, what else is next? Aside from the silly ass Snoop Dogg stage that's being included, it looks okay, but who really cares? It's free. And the director Harada has even said that he plans on releasing more stages, possibly in the future. What's more, it's a bunch of swimsuits, and once again, that's free. Okay? The only bad thing about this game is the online pass, and if you're buying the game fresh, factory sealed, it's going to come with an online pass. Online pass is $10. Including all the shit that's in the game along with the free DLC. This is just, how can it get any better? It gets better. The Tekken, what is it? The premium's online service. And then before anybody could backlash it, the director himself says it's also free. Man, so apparently Namco seems to know what they're doing right. They're including about the same amount of content that Cross Tekken included, and other games included, like Call of Duty, for example. The exorbitant amount of fees you pay with the map packs. They seem to value customers more than, how can we rip off people this time more than we did last time. It's all for $60. And I'm not even a fan of Tekken, and I want this game. The last Tekken game I liked before Tekken Tag was Tekken 3. You know how long ago Tekken 3 was? Tekken Tag is looking great. But aside from that, what else? We got Persona, which recently came out. Looks fucking awesome. You don't see them overcharging their customers for exorbitant amount of fees. Blaze Blue, the new Blaze Blue. The other ones, they fucking sucked. This one looks actually interesting because they say that they're treating it like a standalone project as opposed to an upgrade, and it shows. You can only upgrade a game so long before it's like, you know what, let's just make a whole nother game. And I'm glad they're taking those steps. So Namco apparently can do something right. SNK Playmore can do something right with KOF 13. What else? Atlas can do something right with Persona, and not only that, Sega can do something right with Virtua Fighter 5. And then I just finished watching the latest build gameplay footage of Dead or Alive 5, Dead or Alive 5, to me, up to this point, the Dead or Alive games have pretty much sucked. There's nothing distinguishable about them other than, you know, the massive amount of fan service, which isn't a bad thing. When you do it right, it isn't a bad thing. But let's face it, man. All the Dead or Alive games up to this point haven't been all that good. But this one looks fucking nice. And the old director that worked on this game is no longer. He's no longer with the company. I forget his name, but he needs a dermatologist, is all I have to say about him. Other than that, the developers, aside from it looking good, one of the developers said that breast physics, research is being done on the breast physics of the game. And they said that breasts do move a certain way, realistically, and they would like it to be so, along with sweat and dirt being accounted for throughout the progress of the game, along with destructible environments. And the game looks great. Really does. Looks great. It's got a pretty big roster. Like I said earlier, I'm not even a fan of Tekken, and I want the new Tekken tag. I'm not a fan of Dead or Alive, and I want this. I'm not a fan of Persona, and I want that game. I'm not a fan of KOF, and I have that game. I hate Mortal Kombat, and I have its latest one. What does that fucking tell you? Nothing but excuses. And then, if you still don't think Cross Tekken is a bad game, fucking Mr. Wizard from Shoryuken's forums, I don't know if anyone knows or cares, but he recently had a statement that Cross Tekken will not be on the EVO 2013 bracket competition, which he's in charge of constructing. We're not even close to that time period yet. And he's already confirming, yeah, this game fucking sucks. Probably because the game will be dead before this year's out. This game came out in March. We're in August. Apparently Namco knows what to do right. Square Enix has admitted they fucked up. And they're trying to do it right, but yeah, you got a lot of ground to cover. But that's beside the point. This rant is going on a little bit too long, but I'm just so tired of developers trying to treat us like we're fucking idiots. Like we don't have good enough sense to realize that what you're doing is bullshit. Same with the Call of Duty games, same with the Madden games. Amazing how they can make the same fucking game every year, and people are not smart enough to wise up and realize, yeah, I'm paying $60 a year for the same fucking thing. When are people gonna realize and wake up that, yeah, you know what I'm saying? If the video game crash from the 90s or the 80s or whatever has to occur again, so fucking be it. Because right now, current gen gaming sucks. It really does. There's nothing like, you know what game I've been playing recently? Silent Hill 2. For the PS2. Not the fucking Xbox, which probably wouldn't be that bad either, but it's not the HD collection. It's the original PS2 version. And I'm having more fun with that than the games I've bought and played in the past 4 or 5 years. Shouldn't that tell you something? One of my other friends is playing the old Mega Man X games. And before Silent Hill 2, I was playing Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy 3 for like the 10th fucking time. These developers at one point knew what they were doing and they were doing it right. But right now, it's like their head is so far up their ass, they've lost all track of reality. Get it together. Because we're investing money in we're investing money in you. And that gets a little fucking annoying for this to happen every year. What are your thoughts? Fighting Gentleman signing out.